Welcome to the spring edition of Community Central. It was a busy season for Northwest Arkansas's nonprofit community. The Jones Center teamed up with the Bread of Life Food Pantry, the Botanical Garden of the Ozarks, the City of Springdale, and private citizens to break ground on the city's first ever public community garden on McCullough Drive.
This is very important and a great amenity to our city, and we're very excited to be supportive of it and look forward to, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of get out there a little bit. I'm excited about this one, but I'm also excited about the next one because we're gonna see this grow, I believe, and we'll have opportunities all over our city, hopefully springing up for community gardens. I just think it's a great deal for the city, great deal for those that have the ability to work in that, and we're just looking forward to seeing what other kind of opportunities come from it.
It's a chance to give people a place to garden that would normally have a place to garden, people that may live in apartments or duplexes or other areas where they don't have ready access to a piece of ground to raise some garden vegetables and other types of food. The city donated this land for use for a community garden to the folks at the Bread of Life.
The Jones Center's involvement in the community garden grew out of the conversations that we hosted last spring. It's called A Community for All Generations, and in that group of community conversations that were held all over Springdale, we decided at the very end of the process, all the participants came together and elected which of the ideas that had come out of the conversations they would really like to pursue. And we consulted with the mayor on these ideas too. And one of the ideas that came forward was a community garden. It was seen as something that would benefit all the residents in Springdale. It would help us with food security issues. It would be something that all generations and all cultures could enjoy. And it just is a wonderful thing to help bond our community together.
I believe it will create a sense of pride in being able to produce your own fresh vegetables when you haven't had a chance to prior to that, and as well as provide a healthy lifestyle for people.
Dozens of residents and city officials were there with shovels in hand to participate in the groundbreaking. Mayor Doug Sprouse revealed the garden's name and the winner of the Springdale Community Garden Naming Contest.
To Robert Taylor Reed, in recognition of valuable contributions, Springdale Community Garden Naming Contest, Growing Roots. That's great. That's a great name.
Thank you.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
That's great.
I chose to go ahead and submit a name for this garden and chose Growing Roots to signify both the roots that will be grown here, but also the community roots that will grow throughout Springdale as a result of this. I think ultimately this garden will serve as an educational tool for young members of the community as they learn about eating healthy, sustainable agriculture and botany principles, but also as the community comes together to till this land and provide food sustainability for those low-income persons, then that security will be provided and a network will be established.
The new community garden consists of 48 plots of two sizes. The prepared garden plots each cost $10 to $20 a year and include access to water and garden tools.
We are establishing this garden to give citizens this chance to have healthier lifestyle as well as create a community multiculturally and multi-generational to help put down really strong community roots.
Fresh fruits and vegetables play a huge role when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle. Good nutrition has also proven to be helpful in the fight against breast cancer. This spring, the Jones Center hosted the Susan G. Komen for the Cure's 2010 Breast Health Providers Conference. The conference promoted breast health education and awareness through various local healthcare providers and a panel of experts. Health professionals described the latest research, detection, and diagnostic procedures, as well as treatment and support efforts for breast cancer patients.
It's an opportunity to learn about the cutting-edge research that's going on in terms of treating breast cancer, as well as how to screen for breast cancer. We also have our grant recipients and other healthcare providers here today that are sharing their expertise, and whether that be on educational programs or screening programs or fittings for lymphedema. It's an opportunity for providers to learn what we do in our community.
The conference also provided continuing education credits to attending oncology nurses, radiologists, and other health education instructors.
It's really important to educate rad techs, nurses, and other breast cancer professionals on what are the new educational methods that are available in treating and diagnosing breast cancer. I hope they come away with our promise and our mission, and that promise is to end breast cancer forever. And by doing that, by looking for other tools and other research modalities to find the cure for breast cancer. Susan G. Komen for the Cure has been looking at the research over the years to find these cures, and I think we are getting closer. You know, some of the problems and stumbling blocks are the fact that everybody's DNA is different. So one treatment method works for one individual, but might not be the best treatment method for the other. So hopefully one day we will have a cure for breast cancer, and maybe it'll be a common illness like getting a cold. Until then, I'm telling you, education, education, education. Do your breast self-exams, have your annual mammogram, and a clinical breast exam. You know, start all those in your 40s, and if you're younger than 40 and have breast cancer in your family, certainly start it earlier. Talk to your family physician.
Stay tuned. Community Central will return after the break.
I love how the sisters would come in, and you can see their little shuffling on the floor here where they came in to get their positions to pray.
Once a place of prayer and faith, the old St. Mary's Convent at the Center for Nonprofits is now Saving Grace, a Christ-centered ministry of hope and restoration for young women who are homeless or have aged out of the foster care system.
As a little girl, I slept with a Bible on my chest because I was so afraid of my mother and thought she would kill me in my sleep, and I knew that the Word would protect me somehow.
Becky Schaefer, Executive Director of Saving Grace, knows all about foster care life. She spent half her childhood in a children's home. Shortly after getting married, Becky and her husband became house parents, raising dozens of children over the last 18 years.
We saw the same trend of these girls leaving the home, going to college or whatever, going back to their homes with their families, but the same trend of they didn't have those life skills to sustain them through their adulthood.
5 years ago, she wanted to do more to help them.
The Lord put this in my heart, and I wanted to do some sort of a transitional living house.
Schaefer teamed up with the Center for Nonprofits, who helped make her dream a reality. In the fall of 2009, family, friends, and volunteers transformed this old convent into Saving Grace. In January 2010, Saving Grace opened its doors for the first time.
It is evident by the outreach of the community that this is a true need, and this touches a lot of people.
Saving Grace provides women ages 18 to 24 their own affordable rooms, access to education, life skills, career counseling, and community service opportunities. The more involved residents become, the more benefits they reap, like earning discounted rent.
None of this will be a handout. Not one thing about it will be a handout. It will be us reaching out and helping them up.
They just need that step up and just that encouragement, and to make a better life for themselves, and so they don't fall back into the system, you know, that they don't return into the same system that they came out of.
Resources and people are a huge part of your success, and a place like this basically empowers them when nothing else can.
Hi, I'm Randy Solar.
So you got a new secret, do you keep it locked inside? No.
Seven Hills provides transitional shelter and life skills to the homeless in Northwest Arkansas. If you'd like more information on Seven Hills and the programs they provide, visit sevenhillscenter.org.
With each other on the
It only takes minutes to have your breasts checked, yet millions of women think they're not at risk. And so the danger grows. Early detection is critical. To learn more, visit Komen.org.
More kids grow up in single-parent households than in two-parent households, and you just can't get by on $10 or $12 an hour. We raise money in the community and distribute it to single moms and dads who want to go back to college.
I am an American soldier.
I live the Army values. I will never
accept defeat.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough. I am the guardian of freedom
and the American way of life.
I am the Army National Guard.
Defend freedom. Visit 1-800-GO-GUARD.com today.
Hi, my name's Sam Walker.
I see the world in different colors, at least brighter than before.
YouthBridge works hard to help at-risk youths and families build a brighter future. If you're interested in finding out more about YouthBridge, go check out youthbridge.com.
Welcome back to Community Central. This spring, the Jones Center and the Center for Nonprofits at St. Mary's held two unique charity events to continue their life-changing work in the community.
$25.50, guys.
Here at the Center for Nonprofits, it was a night of Texas Hold'em. More than 100 players came out to enjoy the game, all for a good cause. Cash prizes went to the top 5 spots. Players enjoyed free food, drinks, and got to participate in a raffle for some great prizes. Microsoft co-sponsored the tournament with the Center for Nonprofits at St. Mary's. Next up, Go Outback lunch program to the Jones Center. Springdale's Outback Steakhouse hosted lunch to benefit the Jones Center.
We're very blessed to partner with Outback Steakhouse in Springdale, and they do this event twice a year where they actually invite nonprofits in to sell tickets for a lunch buffet, and we were one of the 2 nonprofits selected this year.
For $13 per ticket, guests dined on a special selection of grilled favorites and Outback Originals, all made fresh to order.
We pre-sold 100 tickets, and I think we've had at least 50 more come in the door today. Some even walk-ins, people who didn't know it was actually an event, but people off the street, our nonprofit partners in the JTL shop, and friends and family of our staff came in. So yeah, I would say at least 150, maybe even close to 200 for today. So that's great.
The lunch was a success. Outback Steakhouse donated $1,881 to the Jones Center. The Jones Center also received $293 in general donations in support of this year's upcoming Summer Youth Academy.
All the funds raised today will go into the general operating fund, just to help continue our programs and services at the Jones Center. Plus, we have an opportunity at all the tables. We've given opportunity for people to give to the Summer Youth Academy Scholarship Fund, and also a general donation opportunity as well. If they register for the donation, they have a chance to win a free gift. We've a couple massages and some gift bags.
The Jones Center plans to hold another fundraising luncheon at Outback Steakhouse again in the fall.
Without Outback, we couldn't be able to do this partnership, and I mean, they actually invited us to be a partner in this, so we're so blessed to have them be a community partner.
Thanks to those funds raised at Outback Steakhouse, the Jones Center was able to partner with AETN to put on a spectacular free 2010 Spring Break Week. Over 10,000 people visited the Jones Center for the 7th annual Spring Break Week. Kids of all ages enjoyed a week full of activities and events, including AETN PBS Kids Day, Adventure Day, Art Day with the Crayola Creative Zone and Play-Doh Station, and Game Day with a video game challenge. There was also an inflatable fun zone, indoor track and field games, and Juggle Fest. The pool and ice arena were also open. AETN has already asked to partner with the Jones Center again next year for Spring Break Week 2011. The Jones Center's 2nd annual Summer Youth Academy Day Camp is right around the corner. June 8th marks the first day of camp. Last year's first ever Summer Youth Academy was a huge success. More than 750 kids from across the area came to the center to enjoy social, educational, and recreational activities that promoted self-esteem, self-empowerment, and a sense of accomplishment. Here's a look at last year's Summer Youth Academy.
We had 8 fun-filled weeks for kids ages 9 to 12. We had a great response from the community. There's obviously a need for after-school and summer care for kids, and we were happy to fill that need for the community. Our most popular weeks, of course, were Cooking Week and Fitness Week and Sports Week. It was a great success. We're looking forward to next year.
This year, students ages 8 to 12 will enjoy additional theme-inspired weeks. The cost is $45 a week, and financial assistance is available. Thanks for watching this spring edition of Community Central. We'll see you next time.
Somos la minoría más grande de América. Done sangre y done vida. Seguro, no duele, es confidencial. Cada vez de que dono estoy salvando 3 vidas. Por lo cual que yo dono sangre. Pues me trató bien, se me hizo familiar. Su sangre podría salvarme a mí. ¿Está bueno? Mi sangre podría salvarle a usted. Done sangre, done vida. Cruz Roja Americana, American Red Cross. Nature in all its beauty, right at your fingertips. Welcome to Arkansas's newest public garden, the Botanical Garden of the Ozarks in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where you'll find 9 uniquely themed gardens for nature lovers of all ages. Here you can learn about the beautiful and unique plant life of the Ozarks or attend one of our special events. Return to Mother Nature at Fayetteville's Botanical Garden of the Ozarks.
It's almost as if those who established what would become St. Mary's Hospital in Rogers were looking 5 decades into the future. This hospital, so dedicated to the healing arts, would establish deep, healthy, and long-reaching roots in the Northwest Arkansas community. As the decades passed, St. Mary's service grew, eventually becoming a member of the Mercy Health Systems of Northwest Arkansas. The hospital quickly expanded its reach and its impact in one of the fastest-growing areas of the United States. Despite its consistent commitment to excellence in healthcare, St. Mary's Hospital was suffering itself from growing pains. The Northwest Arkansas community responded to the urgent need for expansion. With generous donations from grateful citizens and corporations, the new Mercy Medical Center, a world-class, state-of-the-art regional medical facility, officially opened in March of 2008. In the meantime, the massive, vacant, technologically outdated St. Mary's Hospital waited patiently for purpose.
Just made sense that that building, that fine structure, should not be torn down.
Well, Harvey and Bernice Jones were great philanthropists that always wanted to take care of people who had less than them, and they did it. They literally gave away fortunes, and the whole area has benefited from that.
The Jones Trust already had a proven track record of helping more than 40 organizations in Washington County through the Center for Nonprofits at the JTL Shop. With the donation of the Mercy St. Mary's Hospital and 13-acre campus in Rogers in 2008, the Trust was ready to take the giant step to expand its vision into Benton County. The Center for Nonprofits at St. Mary's will allow those who selflessly help others in our community to do even more. Affordable rent and utilities means lower overhead costs. That translates to more valuable financial resources going directly to services. Organizations that become our center partners benefit from collaboration, networking, and sharing of ideas and resources that will help every one of us who lives in the Northwest Arkansas community. Organizations will have more office space with wireless internet, meeting and conference rooms, convenient parking, bus route accessibility, common areas and community gathering places, an auditorium for special community events, a beautiful place to do business, and so much more. The much-anticipated grand opening of the Center for Nonprofits at St. Mary's in Rogers was celebrated by the community and local and state dignitaries in June of 2009.
I had never even envisioned or thought about this specific example. But I'm here to tell you, you couldn't find a better one.
And when he visited the new offices of our first tenant, the Northwest Arkansas Women's Shelter, the governor saw firsthand the deliberate planning and forethought that preceded this premier facility. With cheerful, light and airy private rooms and baths, a footprint doubled the old square footage, the tragic fact of domestic abuse is finally coming out of the shadows of shame.
The abuse had escalated to a point where that I was fearing for my life as well as my children. And if the shelter hadn't been there, I wouldn't be alive, I'm convinced.
Tammy's is just one of countless stories of lives changed by organizations housed at the Center for Nonprofits at St. Mary's. Saving Grace is one more outreach that is changing lives. The newly renovated former St. Mary's Convent now offers transitional housing to young women who are either homeless or have aged out of foster care.
We hope that it's going to give them a great place, a safe place, a welcoming and inviting place to transition into adulthood, that they can kind of catch their breath before they actually have to get out on their own. And we can teach them some of those life skills that they need to learn to be able to thrive and succeed out there.
The list of nonprofits here just keeps growing. The Benton County Health Department is one of the newest and largest organizations relocating to the Center for Nonprofits at St. Mary's. Renovations at the center will provide much-needed medical access to all Benton County residents. The organizations that we invite to partner with us are aligned with the 5 pillars established by the Jones Trust with input from community leaders. We embrace nonprofits that promote health and wellness within our community, groups that provide economic support or assistance, organizations that educate the residents who live here, those who offer job training or life skills, and nonprofits that provide safe and secure havens for individuals or families weathering the storms of life. Our partners' services are as essential as your support.
This is not about a historic building. It's not about nonprofits. This is about the soul of a people who help each other, because that's what we do. This is our legacy in Northwest Arkansas.
Join us as we continue the legacy of helping and healing that started here so long ago. If your charitable or nonprofit organization could benefit from the many amenities we offer our center partners, or if you'd like to become part of this far-reaching vision by making a contribution of your time or your resources, please give us the opportunity to tell you more. The Center for Nonprofits at St. Mary's. It just makes sense.
It only takes minutes to have your breasts checked, yet millions of women think they're not at risk. And so the danger grows. Early detection is critical. To learn more, visit Komen.org.
Studies show babies who are breastfed are less likely to develop ear infections, respiratory illnesses, and diarrhea. Babies were born to be breastfed.